Have you heard from John Bogle and the AARP and some of the other interested stakeholders, and what's been their response?
Yes, I have. I've spoken to John Bogle. John Bogle is very supportive of what we've been doing. AARP was in the Tibble case, filed a supporting brief along with the Solicitor General of the United States in support of our position in the Tibble case, that ongoing monitoring is necessary, and you don't get a blank check if a fund has been in the plan for 6 years and you can't put it on autopilot. AARP has been very supportive. In fact, AARP is co-counsel. They've come in as co-counsel to be a part of a case coming up against Northrop Grumman that will be coming up for trial later this year. It's been going on 9.5 years. And they want to be a part of helping to establish this body of law. Brooks Hamilton is another person who's been involved in this space for decades, protecting the interests of participants in plans. He's been extremely complimentary and supportive of this litigation.
Are most of the plan sponsors doing it right, or are a majority of the plan sponsors doing it right? In other words, is your pipeline full?
I would say now, John, compared to 10 years ago, a majority of plan sponsors are doing it right. There's much more awareness now of fees in general, of the fiduciary duty to keep on top of what's going on and continue to monitor, and an awareness that revenue sharing, for example, is really a kind of a square peg in a round hole as a way to pay for record keeping, which has nothing to do with asset size. When we started this, the vast majority of employers were paying for record keeping through revenue sharing. That no longer is the case, and they get the fact that if they do, they've got to make sure the rate that people are paying is not above what would be a flat rate in the marketplace for record keeping. So employers want to do it right. Advisors want to do it right. But it's important to make sure that you take this duty seriously and don't be what I call asleep at the switch, where you're going through the motions. We've seen a lot of plans and a lot of employers who set the meetings of the committee on Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock. And at a quarterly meeting, everybody's looking at their watch. When are we going to get out of here and approve everything by a rubber stamp process? If anything has happened out of this litigation, out of these cases, it's that you can't be a rubber stamp. You've got to dig in and do the work. And you're getting paid for it. If you're getting paid for advising as plan sponsor, you as an advisor, of course, are a fiduciary, and it's your duty to do the right thing. The beacon that I always say you can come back to, if you're in that gray area where you're not sure as an advisor what to do, is remember you operate for the sole benefit of the plan participants. That's what the employer and fiduciaries must do. That's what you must do. And that can be a beacon to guide your action.